What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going over the best settings you can have in 2024 or 2025. We get into that season, and I'm also going to show you how to use them properly. We're going to get you adjusted real nice. And in this video, we're going to be hopping in the Raiders 464 Mechanics V4 map because it's the best map to train your newly found settings. And the reason why this map is the best is because you got free build, peak practice, aim training, piece control, a ton of classics, editing. Oh, it has everything. It has everything. So let's get right into it. And in case you want to copy down all my settings, here's a once over. Here's my game settings. Here's my sensitivity. And then here's my keybinds. I mean, as far as sensitivity goes, there really isn't any one size fits all. Just make sure you don't go too fast or too slow. Just try to experiment with fluctuating between faster and slower. Just find out what's your preference. Everybody's preference is different, so that's what I recommend as far as sensitivity. Let's start off with the movement. Obviously, you're gonna use WASD for forward, back, left, and right because how else you gonna W key? How else? A lot of people use shift for sprint, but I'm gonna go into why that I use control instead. And then I use B for crouch because it's right above the space bar. Right, it's easy to access with my thumb. Let's get into combat. Obviously, this one's like really important. Obviously, you want to use left click for fire, right for target. Reload. Obviously, you want to use R. That's just how it is. You keep that default. I actually use scroll wheel up because it's really OP when you're picking stuff up. It's really useful. I recommend doing that. And then pickaxe I use C because it's also easy to reach with my thumb. And then weapon slot I actually use Q. I use Q instead of 1 because it's way easier to reach with my with my ring finger. And for my weapon slot 2, I actually skipped a 3 because you never want to take your finger off the W key. And then my weapon slot 3 is 4. And then my weapon slot 4 is 5. And weapon slot 5 is not 6. It's going to be F. The reason why is because it's just really easy to use. Alright, let's get into the bread and butter of the keybinds. Let's start with our side buttons. If you have side buttons on your mouse, 100% use them for builds. Personally, what I use is wall and stair for my builds because it's the two most used builds out of any builds, and it's super easy to reach. So I recommend using either of them for wall or stair for sure. And then I use V for floor because it's easier to reach with my thumb right above my spacebar. And then I use shift for roof because your pinky is always on shift. The main goal of your build binds is for it to be as easy to reach as possible and easy to access as possible. And for my trap, I have it set to 1. And then my parent upgrade, I have it set to N. You really can have it. You can have that set to anything. It doesn't really matter that much. And then my rotate building, I have it set to Z because it's easy to reach as well. And then my change building material, it's easy as well. You need to change your building material. I have it set to right click. And then my building edit, this one's huge. This one's very huge. You can have it set to either E or F. You can swap out the weapon slot 5 for E if you want. Like you can switch these out, but definitely have it set to E or F. And for your second building edit, you want to have that set to scroll wheel down. That way it'll allow you to have scroll wheel reset, which is the most broken editing mechanic that you have at your disposal as on keyboard. So definitely take advantage of scroll wheel reset. I recommend you do it. Then you have like other keybinds like emo. I have it set to tab. You can really put it anywhere, but that's where I put mine at. Alright, let's get into how to use these settings properly and how to get used to them. Alright, how we're going to do that is we're going to go to free build, and I'm going to show you a couple exercises on how to quickly work your way up into something more advanced once you get used to them properly. You want to start with easy stuff like tunneling. So you want to place a platform, then a wall, and then you make the edit, platform, wall, make the edit, platform, wall, make the edit. As you start to get used to that, you can do 2 walls, edit, 2 walls, edit, then 3, then vice versa, then you can do the whole thing. You want to start with tunneling. That's a good way to practice as you work your way up. The other exercise I recommend doing is stair cone, and then stair platform, until you're able to do double edits. And then eventually you'll be able to do triple edits once you work your way up. And then another exercise you can do is you can start doing 90s. You can do wall, wall, stair, wall, wall, stair, wall, wall, stair, wall, wall, stair. It might help you, it might help saying the words out loud just to help you concentrate. And then you can start implementing your platform into it. Wall, wall, platform, stair, wall, wall, platform, stair, wall, wall, platform, stair. All the way up until you can just do normal 90s, you know? And the best part of the map is that you can slow down your speed. That way, you can get used to the keybinds faster, or you can work at a slower pace instead. So you can do these exercises way cleaner and more efficiently. And another great exercise you can do is going through these tunnels, or all you have to do is shoot at it, and you're in this little, like I said, tunnel, and you can just go right through, and you can start off. You have to obviously have to start off slow, but you can go right through, editing, doing anything you want. But like, yeah, obviously you have to go slow. You know, you might have to just do simple cones, flip walls, doing all that. The whole point of these exercises is just to help you get used to the fundamentals of your keybinds. And my last tip, after you got a little used to your keybinds, is I recommend taking all what you learned and then putting it into 1v1 build fights or any box fight map that you can find. And then after you start to get good at 1v1s and box fights, then you'll finally be ready to go into a real match. And me personally, switching from controller to keyboard, it took me roughly like 2 weeks to a month, give or take, to fully get used to it. And then it took me like maybe about another month to actually get good with those keybinds. Hey, so as long as you're consistent and patient, you'll be fully used to keyboard and mouse in easily a month. Easy, even less. And that'll do it for this video. You guys are all now buttered up, and let me know in the comments how your controller to keyboard progression is going. And if you found this video helpful, hit that subscribe button, like the video, hit that bell icon, and then I'll see y'all later.